and welcome back to the vlog. We are back from Hong Kong and Dubai and we are just getting right into it. First things first though, remember when I split this tooth and I had it fixed? Well, guess what? On my last day of Dubai, I bit onto something and crack, it's done it again. So I will probably have to get that fixed in the future, probably a more permanent solution, but yeah. So if you're wondering why my teeth look all like, that is why. Anyway, today we are gonna go do some fabric shopping. I have a few projects that I want to plan for. I still can't really do many DIYs in this place, but we are gonna be completing on our house in probably about 2 weeks, and then we're gonna move, and then I can get my studio together, which means I can get more DIYs back on the channel for you. So what we're doing now, I've planned a couple of DIYs. I need to go see if I can find the fabric, so we're gonna go to Goldhawk Road today. I really like that area because there are so many fabric shops, a little bit like Walthamstow Market, and normally when I do a fabric haul I don't actually show you where I'm going. Today I am taking you with me, so all of you in the US and all of you all over the world who are not in the UK, you can see just like how many fabric shops are on this street, because it is like an entire road of fabric shops. It's really, really cool. So the range goes from like super cheap to can be quite expensive. It's a busy road, and there's also a market where they have all the market stuff as well. So I'm gonna take you along with me. We're gonna go and ruffle through some stuff, hopefully pick up a few things for my projects. So yeah, that's it. I went to the gym this morning, so I'm super hungry. So first we're gonna get some food, then we're gonna get some fabric, then we're gonna do some shopping, and yeah, hope you're ready for the ride because it's gonna be a busy day. You just love British summertime. Yeah, it's so wet and cold, and it's the middle of August. I've just got to Goldhawk Road. I chose the perfect day to go. It's wet, but whatever, we're gonna have a good time anyway. For those of you who are just coming here, the best place to start is at the top. Once you get out of Goldhawk Road Station, you are basically at the top of the fabric road, and then you want to walk like you're going towards Shepherd's Bush. So that's what we're gonna do. Done our fabric shopping. I have a whole bunch of bags and I have to get off this street before I do some real damage to my bank account. I'm about to go quickly into Westfield and do a quick shop of the things that I need to get, and then we'll go home and I'll do a fabric haul for you. Okay, so we are back at home. The rain is still raining and it's just so miserable, but doesn't matter because we are about to do the mother of all fabric hauls. Okay, so the first things that I bought was from a shop called A1 Fabrics. It is one of my favorite stores to go to when I'm on Goldhawk Road, and when I was there is a lot to choose from, but the first thing I got was microfiber fabric, which is basically like a poly blend. It's really good for washing, very drapey. It's really good like if you want to make ruffles or things that are quite light and they flutter in the wind, things like that. Great for wide leg pants and basically summer clothing, which is basically what I've been trying to make for all year round, because I've been traveling to a lot of hot countries recently and will carry on doing so throughout the year. I got a couple of colours and they were selling their microfiber for £4.50 a metre. And I went a bit mad with all the colours because there was just so many to choose from. So I got a couple of meters of this really nice red, and as you can see, it's like really drapey, really nice. This would probably make a really good shirt dress as well if you're looking for something that's quite billowy, you know, maybe a maxi length shirt dress with buttons that go all the way to the floor, so you can open the bottom buttons and have them like when you walk, you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And then I got this blush pink color, which is also very nice. I got it in this, it looks a lot lighter on camera, but it is a little bit darker than what you can see. It's like a teal blue, and I got this in 2 different shades. I got the darker shade, and then I got like this very green shade there. So that's what I got there. I also picked up just like a normal white cotton, because I don't think you can ever have enough white cotton, and I actually have a top which might be a future DIY which will be coming from this, so had to pick up some of that. My favourite purchase from this store was a suede. Now normally I don't really do suede, I've never sewn suede before, so I guess we'll see how it goes, but I had a few visions of maybe like a biker looking jacket, or even like a pair of shorts, or like a wrap skirt. Yes. So I went with this blue colour because I know this is another colour that I'm going to wear. That is the outside. Open it up, you've got this like really like nice suede colour, and like it's so soft. And this was £6 a metre, which I actually think is kind of cheap for suede. Like, look at that. This would make really good cushions as well. So I wasn't sure whether I wanted to make a jacket, shorts, or maybe like a both, like a matching set. So I got 3 meters of this. So, ow. So yeah, that is that. So that is my purchase from A1 Fabrics. Then I went over to another store. I'm not actually sure of the name of this one, but it's like 4 or 5 stores down from A1 Fabric, and they always have a really good selection of stuff. I picked up these 2 colours, again with the solid colours so that they're more wearable for me, because I find that even though I make a bunch of prints, a lot of the time I'll be like, oh, I don't really want to wear that because it's got like pineapples on it. Sometimes you just want a plain colour. This is the sort of stuff that you would find like shirt dresses made out of, like the really nice flimsy material, and it's really quite cooling, and it washes really well, doesn't fade. And this was, I think it was like £3 a metre, so I got 3 meters of this, and then I got the same in black. I wanted 3 meters, but there was only 5 meters left on the bolt, so I made a deal with the guy. If I paid for 3.5 meters, he'd give me the other 1.5 3, and he did. So woohoo! So if you see something you really like and you're buying like a lot of it, don't be afraid to, you know, say, hey, I'm buying like 5 meters, can you do a deal for me? And then normally they might knock a couple of quid off the price, unless it's something like really expensive fabric, or maybe they would be, but like from what I've experienced, whenever I'm like buying more than like 2 or 3 meters, or if it's at the end of a bolt and like let's say you're getting 3 meters and there's like 1 or 2 meters left, they don't really want to cut into that because they might not be able to sell that 2 meters, and then they'll have to put it in like the remnants bin and lose money on it anyway. So they would rather just sell it all in one go, so you can say, hey, I will take all 5 meters, or I'll take the rest of the bolt for like an extra 4 quid or for an extra 2 quid. And you know, you barter with them and then they'll come down to a price. So I was really lucky I was able to get that basically 2 meters free, which is great. So that's what I got from that last shop. And then my bags were getting quite heavy by then, and then I decided that I would just walk the rest of the street and have a look at some stuff. So I went in to like look at all the really luxe fabrics. There's one store called, I think, the Gold Market, and inside they have all the laces, all the embroidered laces, all the extravagant prints, all like the Versace prints. They have a whole section of like Missoni fabrics, you know, those like the V-knits. They have like a whole section of that. It's quite expensive in there, but I always like going in there to just touch the fabric, because sometimes you just need to touch the fabric, you know. At the end of the road is when I spotted a new shop. It's called Meissen Fabrics. Now, if you've ever been to central London fabric shopping, you all know that Meissen Fabrics have like 4 stores on Berwick Street, which is where like you can find the designer fabrics on Berwick Street. Now, the first shop that they have once you get onto it has a bargain basement where they have all the offcuts from all of their stores, all those expensive designer fabrics, like the ends of the bolts, all of that, and they have them, you'll find like real gems in there. And I used to go in there maybe once a week when I used to work in central London, go in there once a week just to go through like all the different bolts, and they have all these little red tags, and it will say like there's 1.5 meter by 60 centimeters left, and then they'll say like, I don't know, £10. But when you look at the fabric, it's actually like a Georgette silk, and it's printed. And when you go downstairs to like or upstairs, depending on where the sales bed is, when you go and see like the actual main fabric, you'll see that that same fabric is £65 a meter, and upstairs they're selling like an offcut, which is like a weird shape, for £10. And you're just like, what? So I always go in there, and that's how I manage to find like those gems of a fabric which I can't ever give up, and I'm always scared to cut into them. I had this beautiful hand beaded like fabric. I got 2 meters of it, because in one of the corners it's got a little bit of sun damage, because it was like one of the swaths of fabric that they used in their front window display. So when they finished with that, they had like 2 meters of this beautiful like red carpet fabric that was going for £120 a meter, and I got it for £25. That was a really good day. I still have that, and I'm so afraid to cut into it. One, because I don't have any like big event that I need to make a dress like that for, and 2, like I just don't want to ruin the fabric. I know how much it costs per meter, and I have 2 meters of it for like £25, when really it should have cost me £300. So when I do eventually make a dress or whatever from that, like if I was to sell that, I could sell that dress for like £300-400, because that's how much it would be worth. It would have been a handmade whatever dress with fabric that cost almost £300, but instead I'm gonna make it and it'll be my £25 dress. So, you know, definitely if you get to go to Meissen, go and have a look in their basement. So they have one on Goldhawk Road now. Didn't know that they had that, and was very excited. It's much bigger than the other one. As I walked in, I saw that they had a sales room. So instead of even looking at all the full price fabrics, I just went straight to the sales room, and what I saw there was amazing. It was much bigger than the other sales rooms that I've been in, and there was so much fabric. I was talking to the girl who works there, and she said that this one is particularly good because they get all of their offcuts from all of the other stores. So even the ones in central London, all of their Meissen stores, it comes to there. So they get some really good fabrics. So I spent quite a bit of money in here, but if I had bought these all at full price with the amounts I've got, I would have spent a lot more. And I'll show you the comparisons right now. So first things first, I saw this really nice crepe fabric. I think it's a crepe. Yes, it is a wool crepe. So this is a really pretty fabric in this really quite like nice pinky fabric. So I'm into pink at the moment, but I don't like the baby pink color. So I prefer like this rose pink or the blush pink, different variations. So this is like a pink crepe, and from what I can see here, if you look at you'll see the little price, and then if you can see, let's see if you can, it'll zoom in, it says £6. £6 for this wool crepe, which downstairs was going for £45 a meter. £45 a meter, and I've got 1 meter by 1 meter 50, the whole piece, £6. Yeah, I know. So this is why, if you're ever in London, go to Goldhawk Road, go in there. Go to Berwick Street and go into that bargain basement and spend a good portion of time just rifling through. You will find some really good stuff. The next one is something I was actually quite excited about. It is one of the only 2 prints that I bought while I was here. Now, it's quite out there, but as soon as I saw it, it made me think of the brand Rixo London. Now, they have like really nice like patterned dresses and patterned shirts, but I don't really want to spend like £400 on a dress when I could find a similar fabric and then make my own dress for like less money. So this is the fabric. It's very, very out there, but it's like, it starts with like these little like things, and then it gets more and more busy as you go down the bottom. And this, let's have a look at this. This is 3 meters by 1 meter 20, and it was £12. I've got 3 meters here. 3 meters for £12. When I went downstairs to check this fabric, this is a silk jersey, so it's like stretchy and it's a silk jersey. It was going for £40 a meter, and I've got 3 meters for £12. Like, I can't make this stuff up, seriously. So I also got this really nice other print. This was £6. It's just a printed cotton, and this is £6, 1.4 meters by 1.2. That is enough to whip up something. Probably squeeze a dress out of that if it was like a mini dress. Very happy with it. And I got another wool crepe, this time in this like a beige, I guess beige, but it's again, it's like a neutral stone color, something I'll probably wear quite often. This is £6 a meter. It's 1.4 by 1.5. So, you know, quite a bit there, and I can probably make a short little jacket out of this, maybe a short sleeve thing, if not probably a top or a skirt. Oh my god. So these next 2 were probably the most expensive out of all the stuff that I got, but I also got the most out of it. So this is a really nice blue fabric. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It feels like a, yeah, it's a crepe, but it's like more of a silky crepe. So this would make really good like trousers, like maybe some tapered, maybe like paper bag trousers. It's like that kind of nice suiting material, but like kind of crepey. It's got a bit of stretch to it. In this really nice like sky blue color. This is, let's see, this was £25 for the whole thing, but I've got 1.8 meters by 1.8 by 1.5 meters. So that is definitely enough for me to squeeze a pair of bottoms out of that, or even a dress if I wanted to. But the thing that I loved the actual most is where it really pays to spend like a good amount of time just looking and touching and feeling the fabrics. I found this. Now this is very, very yellow, but it is gorgeous. This is a wool crepe, and it is a beautiful color. I was £18, and when you find out that, look, this is a lot of fabric because it's 3 meters by 1.3 meters. There is a lot in here. So happy with everything that I got. I did get one more thing, it's just like a little accessory for one of the DIYs that I'm going to be doing. I got these cool D-rings, which are pretty cool. I was super, super happy with everything I got. A lot of solids, so hopefully I'll be able to, you know, wear these ones quite often. Thank you for joining me on my fabric adventures today, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully very soon.